Good day to you lovely people, it's David Anthony, the Creepy Bard, and today I'll be presenting you with another edition of I Can't Believe I Haven't Done That One Yet, the game in which you pick a traditional folk song that everyone's done a version of except for me, post it in the down there, and eventually I get around to it. I promise you're not my mother. Today's song will be Black and Tans, as suggested by this lovely couple. Actually, they're not a couple at all, they're two completely unrelated people who just happen to request the same song. A song about a group of folks who, shall we say, generated a wee bit of controversy in the years following the Easter Uprising. You see, in 1916, the Irish decided that what with the British being distracted by World War I and all, now would be the perfect time to have a rebellion. Turns out they were wrong. The British crushed what became known as the Easter Uprising, and then decided that it would be a good idea to publicly execute the ringleaders. Turns out they were also wrong. Here's the thing about oppressive measures that are meant to quell rebellion: they usually don't quell it, they incite it, and that is precisely what happened here. Public opinion turned away from the British and the idea of home rule and in favour of the rebels and the idea of republicanism, and next thing you know, you got an Irish war for independence on your hands. The British then proceeded to add on to their previous bad idea with another bad idea, and created the Royal Irish Constabulary Special Reserve, better known as the Black and Tans, because of course their uniforms were green and khaki. It was a very dark shade of green. The Black and Tans were comprised primarily of World War I veterans, most of them British, but some of them Irish, which adds that little bitter aftertaste of treachery to the whole thing, and they spent most of their time killing civilians and causing extensive damage to private property. So yeah, oppressive measures, quelling rebellions, inciting. If you're gonna be an empire, try not to look like a hokey cartoon supervillain. Years after the fact, this song was written in order to express displeasure at the behaviour of the Black and Tans. And although many believe this song to have been written by Stephen Behan, the poet and revolutionary, I thought it was written by Stephen Behan. The lyrics would have you believe it was written by Stephen Behan. In fact, it was written by Dominic Behan, his son, in honour of his father. Isn't that sweet? I was born in Dublin Street, where the royal drums do beat, and the loving English street they trample over us. And each and every night when the dad would come home tight, he'd invite the neighbours out with this chorus. Come out, ya Black and Tans, come out and fight me like a man. Sugar wives, are you and medals down in Flanders? Tell them how the IRA made you look like Calway on the green and lovely lanes of Kilashara. Come, let me hear you tell how you stunned the great Cornell when you fought them well and truly persecuted. Where are your sneers and jeers that you boldly let us hear when our heroes of 16 were executed? Come out, ya Black and Tans, come out and fight me like a man. Sugar wives, are you and medals down in Flanders? Tell them how the IRA made you run like Calway on the green and lovely lanes of Kilashara. Tell me, was it you who slew those Arabs 2 by 2? Like the Zulu, they had spears and bows and arrows. Did you bravely kill each one with your 16-pounder guns and your frightened of paradings to tomorrow? Come on, ya Black and Tans, come out and fight me like a man. Sugar wives, are you and medals down in Flanders? Tell them how the IRA made you run like Calway on the green and lovely lanes of Kilashara. Coming fast, sure the time is coming at last, when each warning will be driven up before us. And if there be a need, sure my kids will sing Godspeed with a Mara to Stephen Behan's chorus. Come on, ya Black and Tans, come out and fight me like a man. Sugar wives, who and medals down in Flanders. Tell them how the IRA made you run like Calway on the green and lovely lanes of Kilashara. Black and Tans, come out and fight me like a man. Sugar wives, who and medals down in Flanders. Tell them how the Thank you very much. I do hope you enjoyed that. And a special thanks to my friend and colleague who sold me this mandolin at a fraction of what it's worth. I still need to pay them for it. If you would like to help me pay for it, then go ahead and head over to the Facebook and the website where you can purchase me album, or the Patreon where you can patronize me. There are people who have already patronized me. Their names are on the screen. They are patronizers and I love them for it. Come patronize me and come this weekend to the Midsummer Fantasy Renaissance Fair in Ansonia, Connecticut, where you can patronize me and a bunch of other lovely artists who love to be patronized. I gotta stop using that word. See you there.